So congratulations on it, Mr. Brown. This went through completely as expected today?
Well, it was a very good vote, which I was pleased about, and I think that gives confidence to the Island, and certainly is a good boost for myself to know that I have that sort of support from members.
Did you have to do a lot of talking about this behind closed doors beforehand?
Well, I certainly had a lot of members come to talk to me about standing and what I was going to do. And when my statement was put out, of course, which I have to do, there were members who came to query issues in the statement. They wanted a clarification what I meant and what I was doing. So that was very helpful, and it was really a matter then with members to determine their own way forward.
Of course, it wasn't unanimous.
Well, no, I mean, you don't necessarily expect it to be unanimous, but I am pleased it was such a strong vote. I mean, there were only 2 members who voted against me, so I think that was very good. And I think that's very good for the Isle of Man. It gives confidence that the Chief Minister has the support of the vast majority of members of Tynwald.
So what is your policy for the next 5 years?
Well, main things, I mean, are to try and ensure that we can go forward successfully. We have to compete, of course, in a very big world, and we're very much trying to do that. I do want to continue to instill confidence, to take us forward, to look after the people who need our help and support. I mean, we do have needy people who need that sort of support, and really how we can afford to do that. And also to ensure that we work within our means. I mean, that's very important naturally for anybody, but it's very important for the Isle of Man, and we already have a statutory control on that. So from that point of view, there may well be some very difficult decisions to be made, but as far as I'm concerned, and people know me well, what I will do is think it through very carefully, and will make what I believe to be the best decisions in the best interests overall of the Isle of Man and its people.
So what is the first big decision that's on looming?
Well, I've got a lot to catch up on, as I'm sure you appreciate. Certainly, as far as I'm concerned, I'm trying to take the matter forward with trying to sort out some of the sort of management side of it. First thing I've got to do, of course, is sit down and consider my appointments for ministers, or recommendations to His Excellency, who appoints, of course, under our Constitution. And I wish to do that as quickly as possible, because again, the sooner that the ministerial team is in being, then the quicker we can get on with the job of identifying members into which departments. And I would certainly hope to have that all done and in place before the Christmas break.
Are we expecting any radical shake-ups?
Well, I think all I can say is you'll have to wait and see on
that. Would you call it a steady as she goes sort of agenda for the next 5 years?
Well, I think people who know me well, and I had 15 years as a minister, and as Speaker I was 5 years. Of course, the Speaker's role in the Isle of Man is somewhat different, because you're able to also take part within Tynwald in the active politics. Know that I'm a person who likes to drive things forward. I like to get things done as effectively as we can, and I do push a lot to get things done and get time scales met. So I'm a very active politician in that way, and all I can do is do my best for the Isle of Man, and hopefully take us forward to a secure future. There will be some long-term planning, and the benefits will come long after I've left here.
Has Donald Gelling given you any advice?
Well, I was a minister under Donald Gelling, and I know him very well, not only as a political colleague but as a friend, and we've always had a very good relationship, and I'm sure that if I have a need for advice, I'm sure I'll be able to seek it from him.
Finally, a bit speculative, but I'll ask you, in 5 years' time, will you be seeking this position again?
Well, 5 years is a long time. They say a week is a long time in politics, so 5 years is a lot longer. And as I do every time when I've stood, as I've always considered my position and whether or not I continue to go forward. And to date, I have continued that.